Hello guys and welcome to the channel. On today's video, I'll be showing you guys technique used by multi-Grammy winning engineer Mark Spike Stent. He's mixed a lot of record you hear on the radio today. I'll play you this track and then I'll go through the breakdown of what I've done to it using his technique. Let's get into it.
When we turn out the lights, the two of us alone together, something's just not right. But we turn out the lights, the two of us alone together, something's just not right. But girl, you know that I would never.
So the first thing is EQ. He tried to do less cutting. He preferred boosting, which before I probably would be deep in about 4 dB around this range, or pulling down on the lower range as well just to get clarity. But first technique is less cutting. So what I've done is just a quick notch on frequency that bothering me, but not as much as I would have gone. Maybe before on my own I would have just done about 6 dB notches here, there up to 4 or 5 dB just to get that top end sheen. But he says less cutting, which is why I've sort of reduced cutting there, which I think it does make sense because it makes the vocal sound a lot fuller. So the second one is a de-esser. So I'm just de-essing so that when I boost, because when we get to the other EQ, which is additive one, you will see why I've thrown in this de-esser. According to him, he likes proper big mid-range, which means we'll be boosting a lot more on the mid-range and on the high-end frequency. And I'll show you guys when I get to it the frequencies that he loves boosting to get that vocal sat right in your face. Then he talked also about a lot of compression. He said he liked to compress vocal a lot more, even if it means going through parallel compression. But that's the first compression that I've thrown in. Let's just listen to this.
We turn out the lights, the two of us alone together, something's just not right.
As you can hear, there's a little bit of cleanup already. Now I'll throw in the compressor.
But girl, you know that I would never ever let.
So on this particular one, I'm aiming for about -5 dB gain reduction just to catch a bit of the transients. I will be also adding another compressor, which is the LA2A. Due to the tube emulation of this plugin, will add a bit more body to the vocal as well.
Let another's touch come between the two of us, so no one else will ever take your place.
So as you can see, they are doing the other one about -5 dB gain reduction, the LA2A about -3, -4 dB gain reduction to actually, you know, squeeze the dynamics together so that the vocal will come in your face when we start throwing in an EQ. Here is where the magic happens. I'll just play you this and then I'll show you the frequencies that he talked about.
But girl, you know that I would never ever let another's touch come between the two of us, so no one else will ever take you.
So the first thing is about 15K. I'm boosting 5 dB there, which if this production has got a lot more instrument going on, here is where he talked about you can even crank to 10 dB. But because this is a production with only piano, so it wouldn't make sense pushing it higher than is required. Then the next one is the mid-range, which is this high mid frequency. About 1.5K to 1.6K is where he talked about pushing as well. So I've added 3 dB there. The next thing is the low mid at 200 range. Added 1.5 to add a bit more body. free plugin from Slate Digital. It adds sheen, not just pushing the high end, but it adds this sizzle to the sound as well, which I've really loved on vocals. So instead of me pushing that high end a bit more, I thought let me gain it with this one. Let's have a listen.
Girl, you know that I would never ever let another's touch come between the two of us. So no one else will ever take your place. No one else comes close to you. No one makes me feel the way you do.
So having added the fresh air, I felt like even though it gave me what I want, but the S became a bit too pronounced. So I throw in the S just to catch few overshoots.
You do, you're so special, girl, to me, and you'll always be eternally.
About -6. Then this one is just a limiter to stop any overshoots. So I'm gonna play you the vocal alone, and then I'll bypass all these effects.
We turn out the lights, the two of us alone together. Something's just not right. But girl, you know that I would never ever let another's touch.
So having got here, now on the effects, I'll go through it quickly. First one is R2, which is a hall reverb. Listen to that.
Come between the two of us, so no one else will.
I'm using this hall to get depth, and then I'll use the second one for width, which is Tisa reverb. So this is more bright and a bit bigger reverb. So the first one was for depth, this is for width. Have a listen.
No one else will ever take your place. No one else comes close to you.
Then the next one is a H delay doing quarter note. But if you notice, I've also used the sample delay to spread it a bit so that it's not cluttering with the main vocal.
Girl, you know that I would never ever let another's touch come between the two of us, so no one else will ever take your place.
That's just 0.5 milliseconds delay, but that was enough to spread it off a bit from that center, so it's more on the side of the main vocal. Then the next one is yet another delay, but this one is doing 8 notes, and I'm also using this free plugin from Plugin Alliance, spreading it. This is the main stereo, which is 100%, but one click pushes it to 150% just to push it a bit wider on the side as well.
No one else comes close to you. No one makes me feel the way you do.
Then the last plugin is Doubler from Waves, which I've turned off the main vocal just using the sides, and then I've detuned it an octave up and octave down, which is +12 -12, and I've also rolled off a bit of the lows and then cranked the high end up by 10 dB. Now with the whole sound in.
So no one else will ever take your place. No one else comes close to you. No one makes me feel the way you do. You're a special girl to me, and you'll always be eternally. Every time I hold you near, you always say the words I love to hear. Girl, with just a touch, you can do so much. No one else comes close. And when I too. The touch of your head on my shoulder. You're my dream come true. Oh girl, you know that I will treasure every kiss and every day. I love you, girl, in every way. And I always will, 'cause in my eyes no one else comes close.
So thanks for watching. If you have any question about this particular video or mixing and mastering in general, leave me a comment down below or go through my about page. You will see how to contact me. Thanks for watching once again. Go check out this artist by the name Ryan Morgan. He's a very talented singer and a producer. Cheers and see you on the next video. Bye now.